What's up everybody? If you haven't been living under a rock, you've probably heard about the Newcastle takeover, but you might be a little confused about everything. So in today's video, we'll be discussing everything you need to know about this crazy situation in the football world. So this is the Newcastle takeover explained, and why it is bad in my opinion. And quickly before we start, do consider supporting these videos by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel for more football explainers, tactical breakdowns, and more. So basically, after months of uncertainty about the Newcastle takeover, a Saudi Arabia-backed association just straight up bought ownership of Newcastle United for a huge price of £305 million. What this means for Newcastle is that they now have a ton of money in their hands. So this Saudi Arabian association consists of the Public Investment Fund, also known as PIF, which is a wealth fund in Saudi Arabia, PCP Capital Partners, which is an investment firm that helps investors from the Middle East, and the Reuben Brothers. So three huge sources of money are now coming into Newcastle United. Now the PIF provides the majority of the money with an 80% stake of Newcastle, and Yasir Al Rumayyan, the PIF's governor, is now going to become one of the main chairmen of the club. And Mohammed Bin Salman, who is the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, is now the new official owner of the club. Moving on to the other shareholders, PCP Capital Partners take a 10% stake, with the firm having incredibly strong connections to the Middle East where all the money will be flowing from. And finally, the Reuben Brothers. David and Simone Reuben also own a 10% stake in Newcastle United. Now, the Reuben Brothers have a net worth of £16 billion and were named as the second wealthiest people in the United Kingdom by the Sunday Times Rich List in 2021. So to sum all of that up, Newcastle United is now owned by an incredibly rich businessman and crown prince of Saudi Arabia, PCP Capital Partners, and two incredibly rich brothers from the United Kingdom. So honestly, they're the new PSG, if you know what I mean. Now let's dive a bit deeper into the Public Investment Fund, which again is where 80% of the money will be flowing from. The PIF is known to be one of the largest state-owned investment funds in the world, with assets of over £300 billion, and is designed to take Saudi Arabia's economy off its dependence on oil. A quick fun fact is that the wealth of the Saudi state amounts to more than 3 times that of the rest of the Premier League owners put together. So you can suspect what kind of budget advantage Newcastle will now have. Now before we continue, I would like to say that we see a trend in the world of football. Not too long ago, there was the emergence of the European Super League, and now there is this Newcastle takeover, which shows that nowadays football is run by money more than ever, and for me that is actually quite worrying. So what does this mean for Newcastle United and their future? First of all, the majority of Newcastle fans are very excited about this, as a recent survey claimed that 94% of Newcastle fans supported this idea. And I understand exactly where they're coming from. Mike Ashley, Newcastle's previous owner, hasn't been involved in much investments into players, facilities, and everything else a successful club needs. Newcastle have twice been relegated from the Premier League since Mike Ashley's 2007 takeover, only finishing higher than 10th place once. And these new investors have claimed that they are looking to make huge investments into the playing squad and facilities very shortly. Also, the club will most likely have a manager change, as a recent survey revealed that 95% of Newcastle fans would prefer a new manager. So overall, this is a new era for Newcastle United, and I would say for the entire Premier League. This might be nice for Newcastle, as they now have the money to sign a ton of world-class players, improve their facilities, and maybe play somewhat well in the Premier League. However, for the rest of the Prem, I think this is very bad. Newcastle are now the club with the biggest budget, and by a whole lot, which gives them the money advantage over clubs like Chelsea, Liverpool, United, and even Manchester City. I would say that we can all agree that the Premier League is the most competitive and most entertaining league to watch. But when money takes over like this, is it really fair and as entertaining? Let me know in the comments. And before you go, I have another very interesting video where I discuss exactly how rich PSG is. It's really fascinating, so click this video right here.